Good morning, students. We continue our fourth chapter, key elements of a democratic government. In the previous video, we have seen the first key element of a democratic government, that is participation. People's participation in the formation of government. In that topic, we studied that people, they can participate in the formation of government through elections. At the time of election, people can vote and elect their representatives and those representatives form the government. Now, in this video, we have to see other ways of participating. First, we studied that is election. Through elections, people, they can participate in the formation of government. But we know that elections, they are held for fixed periods. For example, in India, elections are held every 5 years. But other ways of participating in government, we are discussing here. First, by taking an interest in working of government. As people have formed the government, people have elected the representatives and those representatives form the government. So people, they have to take interest in working of government. So that is also one of the ways of participation. Second, analyzing the policies of the government and criticizing it if required. The second way of participating, by analyzing the policies of the government and criticizing it if required. We know that government formulates various policies for the welfare of the country, for the well-being of the people. If people find any policy improper or full of unjust, then the people, they can oppose it. They can criticize the policy of the government. So in that way also, the people, they can participate in the government by criticizing or by analyzing the policies of the government and criticizing it if required. Whatever policies the government formulate, but the people, the citizens, they have to analyze them, whether they are proper or improper, whether they are useful to the citizens or not. So if they are useful, then they are welcome. But if they are not meant for the welfare of the people, or they are not useful for the people, then people, they can criticize the government policy. So that is another way of participating. Next, that is to protest against a decision of the government. Whenever government makes any decision and that decision is improper or adversely affect to the citizens, to the people, then people, they can protest against it. People can protest against any decision made by the government or any policy made by the government. And during that protest, the people, they can organize dharnas, strikes, rallies, signature campaigns, etc. You students, you have been watching the news or you have been reading the newspapers, you can find such news that the farmers, they have organized a rally, or the opposition party has organized a rally or procession. Even many of the times strikes are also organized by the group of people. So these are different ways of protesting against the decisions made by the government. In our textbook, one example is given, that in August 2005, the government increased the rate of electricity and due to that the people had to pay more money for electricity. People found it unjust, improper, and they protested in large number. Government tried to convince, government tried to defend its decision, but the people, they were in mood of protest. So finally the government decreased the rate of electricity in August 2005. So this was the example that the people, they can protest against a decision made by the government. Next, another way of participating in government, people also add their views through the various sources of media. Even the people, they can share their views, the people, they can spread their views regarding the functioning of government or regarding the decisions made by the government or regarding the policies of the government by using different platforms, by using different sources of media like television, newspaper, articles, even nowadays the social media platform, it is widely used. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even these social medias nowadays, they are used to share the views of the people. So people spreading their views or people add their views about the functioning of the government policies or decisions on by using various sources of media. That is also one of the ways of participating. And the last one, by organizing themselves into social movements to challenge the government and its functioning. Now the group of people, that Dalits, then women, farmers, some backward people, they can organize themselves in a group. It means they can form the organization, they can form the social institution, and then they can challenge the government and its functioning. They can proceed social movements against any government decision that affect them adversely. So these are different ways of participating in government. By taking an interest in working of government, by analyzing the policy of the government and criticizing it if required, to protest against decision made by the government. People, they can share their views regarding the governments using various sources of media and by organizing themselves into social movements. I hope you have understood the other ways of participating in government. Thank you, students.